My sweet children, my sweet grasshoppers, my young adults, my old adults, my average aged adults, welcome. We're going to be going over a weekly recap of last week. I'm not going to be doing a weekly outlook because it's kind of stupid when you can just watch me trade live for free. Hit the link in the description for my free training. I do have a paid group, but you don't have to do that one to watch my daily analysis for free. Hit the link in the description that says the free training. If you watch the damn free training video, you'll learn exactly how I trade. Then you'll be able to follow it live every day in the Telegram channel. That's it. It's that simple. Just hit the link in the description. I'll be going over all the trades I took last week. Last week was pretty much a break-even week. We actually ended the week down minus 1R. So we took a couple trades last week. In fact, we took 7 trades. We won 1 of them. 1. And we lost the other 6. And we still ended up only negative 1R on the week. Now, why? It's because the first trade we took was Euro JPY. And that one won. That was a great trade. It was a 1-to-5 risk to reward ratio. This was simply based on a break and retest of this 1-hour zone. And I also had a little bit of confluence that price had just rejected this 4-hour zone up here. Break and retest of the 4-hour zone. I thought this was kind of a big move to kind of wait on. If I would have had this here and this target down here. So what I did is I waited for a break of the recent lows down here as break and retest, entered on the lower time frames after price started rejecting the zone. It was actually on the minute 5, but you get the point. This is in one of the videos on my YouTube channel. Just scroll further back to, what is this, September 21st, and you can watch that video. I actually call this trade live. On that video, I say if price comes back to the zone I'm going to be entering. It's exactly what happened. I entered, it bounced right at the zone. It just so happened to bounce right at the zone, and it pushed all the way down these previous lows. We did have a target for a little over a 1-to-5. I closed a little bit early. It was like a 1-to-4.9 or something like that where I closed it at. So it's pretty much a 1-to-5 risk reward ratio winner. That was great. We had another trade on Euro JPY this week right here, and this one stopped out. So this one was based on this 4-hour zone right here. Price had come up to the zone, rejected it initially right here, swiped above the zone, broke back below, came up and started retesting this zone and rejecting it again. I found this entry on the minute 15 right here. So if you can see right here, this is that 1-hour level. It's a break, it's a retest, and there was rejection. So I entered after that rejection. This one looked like a great damn trade. It looked great. It was rejecting the zone and everything. I mean, I literally thought within the same session on Friday, it was just going to come down here. If it would have won, would have been a 1-to-4 risk reward ratio winner, but instead went sideways for 2 hours, and the 3rd-hour candle it pushed up, hit the stop loss. I was very surprised this one stopped out. I mean, this looks amazing. Looks great. They're just trades that don't work out. So that's that. So AUD JPY, we took 2 trades this week in it. So this is the first one right here. This one's pretty simple. There's this 1-hour support resistance level right here. Price had broken below this zone right here. It had come back up to test the zone, and when it came back up to test the zone, it started showing rejection here on the lower time frames. So lower time frames was like minute 15 and minute 5 for me. After price made a double top on the minute 5, minute 15, I entered the trade. It just started rejecting the zone, so on and so forth. It ended up kind of pushing a little bit further in the zone, going into profit, and then we had this damn FOMC news, which is what likely stopped the trade out. Even though this isn't a USD pair, it still caused a lot of volatility across FX majors. This spiked up, hit the stop, came back. I mean, if I'd been watching that for FOMC, if I'd just been watching the news calendar, I could have avoided this, but, coulda, shoulda, woulda. It stopped out. There's another one right here that we took yesterday, Friday. Same pretty much trade as EJ. Price had found resistance. It broke above the zone, tested as support, rejected this extreme daily 4-hour resistance. Then we came down, tried to bounce the support, broke below this zone, it's the 1-hour zone, came back and started to retest. So I entered here on the minute 5, minute 15 chart after price started to retest the zone. The first rejection of this zone was right here. If we look on the minute 5, this is that H1 zone. You can see we already had a bounce. We had a break below the zone and a bounce and a rejection. I was like, cool, I'll enter if price comes back up to the zone. You can enter like down there after the rejection with a stop above. Target down here, it's just it kind of lowers the risk reward ratio. It's easier to be profitable if you have a little bit higher of a risk reward ratio. So you won't always get entries at the zone because it will not always come back to give you an entry. But whenever it does, you get better risk reward ratio and it's the same move. So I waited for price to come back up into this zone. It's this little minor zone here, as well as just the overall 1-hour support resistance level. It entered into the trade, or I entered manually and I called it out as soon as it entered, and it just within a few candles went up and hit the stop loss. This is just, it's crazy. Then it came back, tested as support, and started to bounce upwards. This one was a stop. I'm very happy with this trade. I wouldn't have done anything differently. There was plenty of rejection. The zone was very clear. It was resistance, support, come back as resistance, and it even respected as support again on Friday. Very happy with the trade. Would not have done anything differently. It just stopped out. That's that. GBP USD. So we had one trade taken last week on GBP USD. This one was kind of frustrating, along with the US 30 trade, which was frustrating as well, and I'll show you. So this one was based off of this horizontal zone. It was just a break and retest of a 1 hour zone. The thing with this one is there were two trades setting up. There was that one on GJ that I showed you that stopped out. This one had set up as well right here. And I'll go to the minute 15, minute 5 to show you. Just keep in mind, this is the 1 hour zone that I was trading off of, just this horizontal support resistance level. So now let's go to the minute 5 and look at it. There was this setup which had occurred right in here. So price had come, broken below this zone, came up and retested it and started to bounce. So after it came up and it started to bounce here, this trade would have been fine. Price had already rejected this zone a little bit further back. An entry there with a take profit like of a lower low down here. This would have been okay. The weird part was that this was the zone initially and price was rejecting down here. But when it had come back up into this zone and started dropping, I still would have entered it like down here or something if it would have come, just because this is like a little bit wider of a zone. It wouldn't have been the cleanest trade, you know, it would have been this and that, but I don't know. I might have been able to get an entry, but I was choosing between whether to trade the sell here on GU or the sell on GJ that was setting up pretty much the exact same way. I ended up taking GJ because the level looked a little bit more clear, and that stopped out. This one would have gone to the profit target. Then I tried to take this one after GJ had stopped out and price had come back into this zone. Because if you look on the 1 hour, it's still like a pretty damn clear zone. I mean, you know, this is what I was seeing at the time I entered it, right? So this right here, price had respected it as like support, resistance already one time. I thought it would respect again as resistance and come back down at least to the previous low. This gave me a really great risk reward. It was a 1 to 4 risk reward, which for a day trade is pretty good. So I just entered after it had come back up to the zone, started to reject again, and then it pinned back up. I entered. So, I mean, this was literally a perfect entry. If it was going to work out, it would have started reversing literally right here from the highs. If it was going to work out, it would have gone. This one didn't work out. It pushed up above the highs and stopped out for -1 R loss. So that was that on GU this week. There wasn't any other trades on GU, I don't believe. Nope, that was it. That was literally it. So that was GU. There was Euro USD. We didn't take any trades last week on Euro USD. Euro USD has been a pretty good pair to me for the past few weeks. I had a 3R winner over here. Back at the beginning of September, I had a 3R winner here. And this one, I set a break-even stop and it closed and it hit break-even. Kind of stupid. It would have went to the target, but EU has been pretty good with a total of 6R this month. Haven't taken any other trades. So yeah, 6R from EU this month. I was waiting to take this trade down here on Friday, but I just ended up not doing it. I thought it might take a while to get back to the previous highs, and I didn't want to hold the trade over the weekend. And since I would have closed it early anyway, I was like, what's the point? I just won't take it. So I left this alone on Friday, but this would have been just a break and retest of this 1 hour support resistance zone with good risk reward. So didn't take that. So no trades on EU this week. AUD USD, no trades on AUD USD this week. Yeah, no trades this week. Gold, there was a couple setups we were looking to take, but we didn't take any trades this week on gold. There's a lot of volatility, so I didn't take any trades on gold this week. US 30, I took one trade right here this week. What, 2 trades? Here we go. So no, this was from the week before. This was the one we called out this week. So this one was kind of dumb. So if we look right here, this is a 1 hour support resistance zone. Okay. And right here, you can see that price had found support at this zone, found resistance. I took this sell, it was really nice. The price came up again, found resistance, then broken above, found support. I thought that since price was still in a downtrend, I thought this might be a fake out. I was waiting to see what price would do, so I went to the minute 5. We had like a little dead cat bounce there for a second, and it broke back below the zone. What I did is after it broke back below the zone, I waited for it to come back into the zone and reject and start showing rejection. And after it started showing that rejection, I entered the trade. It was actually right there. After price had rejected it once, and then I entered after it came back up, and this next candle closed bearish. Or not bearish, but with like a little bearish wick. It's just like a double top on the minute 5, minute 15. That's all I'm doing. I'm using the 1 hour zones, trading breaks and retests. I'm entering on the minute 5. This one was really frustrating. I was pretty sure we'd try to come down somewhere here near the lows of the range. This one was really frustrating because look what happened. Went into profit. It was going nice. But then what happened is it came all the way back up after going like halfway to the 1 to 5 profit target, grabbed the stop loss, went a little bit past it, and then it just ended up melting all the way down to the original target. I mean, had we won this trade, it would have been a +5R week. Instead, it was a -1R week, and this little one thing right here that little volatility stirred up with the US dollar around market open during New York session that stopped this one out. It's kind of dumb. I mean, but then again, you'll still win trades like this where it's like 1 to 5 and then it makes like 5 stop outs, like you make it all back. And then, if you have a great week like I had like 2 weeks ago where it was like 13R for that week, I had like a couple losses and I had like a couple wins that were really big, like 4 to 5R each. One of them was plus 6R. You'll have weeks like that. This past week, I'm cool with it being like pretty much break even. I mean, it is kind of annoying, but it's pretty much break even. So that was that. That was all of our trades this week. That was 7 trades, 1 winner, 6 freaking stop outs in a row after that. And still, the week was only down minus 1R, essentially break even. So it pretty much just protected the profits from the beginning of the month. Because last week for me, like the week before last, was like break even. It was literally 0R in FX. It was a profitable week in stocks. This past week was minus 1R in Forex. So I still call that break even. Even if I made 1 or 2R profit, I still would have called that like a break even week. Unless I make 3, 4, 5R at least, then I'll consider it a profitable week. Stocks was still profitable. On Friday, we had everything pull way the fuck back. So minus 1% on Friday. But we still are up on this week from our stock positions. We're in these positions right here, scaled into appropriate position sizes. It wasn't the biggest week ever. I mean, it still made like 3K from last week trading stocks. And so, I mean, it is what it is. It's still a profitable week. The past 2 weeks have both been profitable due to stocks. And of course, the first week of this month was profitable with FX and stocks. Everything was amazing. But that's it. That was my trading week last week. And if you want to follow my trades coming forward to this week and my daily analysis and stuff like that, you can learn how to keep things simple and control risk. I'll teach my entire system to you for free. It's so damn simple. Hit the link in the description of this video for the free training and do the free training. And then in about an hour or two, as long as you watch the video, you'll get like an automated email that sends you the link to the free Telegram channel. There's a lot of fake ones on Telegram. You cannot find it by just searching for it. You have to get the link to it. That's why I say click the link in the description of this video for the free training to do it. Learn how I trade, follow my analysis on a daily basis. And if you want one-on-one personalized help, endless unlimited client support with endless unlimited one-on-one sessions, consider becoming a Mission FX client. Cheers, my sweet children, and I will see you guys in the next video. And please hit the like button. Y'all have a great rest of the weekend. Bye.